Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is May 13th, and here we are at KPOZ, KPOZ, where we talk only about the good stuff. My intention in each of these conversations is for us to learn something, to hear of an inspiring story, and to leave you with something I read from a book or an inspiring quote or just a little tidbit from me. So what are we going to learn today? Okay, did you guys know in 2014, McDonald's, the fast food chain, took a run at making their menu, especially their kids' menus, more healthy for kids. So they offered a kids' meal that had broccoli as a side dish, and they engineered the broccoli to taste like bubble gum. Guess what? It didn't work because their audience, kids, got confused about the fact that this broccoli tasted like bubblegum and they thought it was too sweet. Imagine that. But kudos to McDonald's for attempting to make the kids menu healthier and encourage kids to eat healthier diets. What's the inspiring story today? All right. There's this young boy. He's 11 years old. He lives in Florida. His name is Zechariah Cartledge. He started running at 5, loves to run. And in 2018, he ran in the Tunnels to Towers run 5K in Orlando, Florida. And he was so inspired by it and the focus on the first responders and the folks who were at 9/11 that he created his own foundation. It's called Running for Heroes. I'll put the information about in the show notes so you can learn more about it. It's a nonprofit. And so he decided that he was going to run a mile for each fallen hero. And he started with the first responders at the World Trade Center. And he logs a mile in for each of them. He tells their story. And he does all this while running with the American flag. And he's raising money in his nonprofit that will be contributed to the family members and especially the kids of fallen heroes. His first fallen hero in 2020 was a 22-year-old female police officer who was shot in Sacramento and died. So that was how he started out 2020. Great story. Can you believe this young kid is doing something he loves, which is running, and in addition to that, he's created a foundation that is helping others. I love it. And for someone that age to have that kind of wherewithal and desire to help others is terrific. So look this kid up. I think you'll enjoy his story. And then finally, I wanted to remind you, especially as we go through this timeout and we're 6 weeks, some people 8 weeks into it, that what you focus on will determine how you feel. And so I encourage all of us that as we go through these days, we start to look at what we have. Focus on what you have. Don't focus on what you don't have or what you're missing right now. Because if you focus on all that you have and what you're grateful for, more of that good feeling will come to you. So do that. Focus on all that you have. And we can't control everything that happens in our lives. But focus on the things you can control. You can control your thoughts. You can control the conversations that you have with others. You can control the language that you use. So make sure that you focus on the things you can control and not on the things that you can't control. And then finally, you get to decide the meaning of all the events that happen in your life. And it's my belief that every experience holds a gift. So when some type of an event occurs in your life, you are going to feel according to the meaning that you give to that event. So choose things that make you feel good and that serve you and focus on the gift. What's good about this? All right. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today. I also wanted to remind you that today at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to jump on a Zoom call and I don't know who's going to show up. We're just going to take it as it comes. And we're going to talk about what's the most important thing you've learned about yourself or others or this situation that we're going through with COVID-19, and what pivot points have you decided you need to make in your life and how we can support you in doing that. And then finally, if your perspective or your viewpoints have changed in any way. So we're just going to get together and have a meaningful conversation about those items. If you want to join, I'll also put that in the show notes, the link to join that Zoom call today, 11 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. All right, that's it. KPOZ is over and out. Until I see you again tomorrow, have a kick-ass day. Take good care of yourselves. And remember, what you focus on flourishes. Take good care. Bye-bye.